Okay, so here's my raised beds, and you can see there's a little bit of a difference than there was last year. Mostly I'm just growing tomatoes and peppers because I'm running out a little bit of time. I've changed jobs, changed hours, bought that other piece of property, and so we're really busy. And so I wanted to keep it simple. So this year I'm mostly just growing tomatoes and peppers, even though on the far end I've got some rice. And over here I'm growing some perennials, some scarlet runners, and some other beans. But the big difference that we're doing is we've got a wood mulch, and I got that from Cat's Cradle, from the Homestead Honey Hour, the great ladies on that show. I was talking to her the other day, and she turned me on to a free movie called Back to Eden. And basically the man was saying that as we've gotten away from nature, it's made stuff harder and harder to grow. Nature doesn't have to worry about plants dying out, right? And so he takes some of the principles from nature, applies it to his garden, and makes it easy. And one of the things that he's a big believer in is mulch. He's used a lot of wood mulch, wood chips in his garden. And you can get all into that. People talk about nitrogen, coming out of the soil because of the rotting of the wood pulling in the nitrogen. But then once it rots, you get more nitrogen back in the soil. And the soil tests that I've looked at researching this says that most of that nitrogen being pulled out of the soil is right where it meets, and it doesn't really go down deep, right? And the benefits of the mulch way outweighs the negatives. So anyway, besides being a weed barrier and holding in moisture, the thing that I like about it is that it makes it really easy to weed. Now I've got a weed problem because I didn't really kill the weeds before I put this down. A lot of weeds have grown up through the dirt, from the original lawn through the dirt that I added, and now they're coming up through the mulch. But as I pull them out and they're gone, they don't come back. But the other little weeds that come from plants, from birds and stuff, they pull out very, very easily. Just a whole root and all, just straight out of the mulch. And I would show that to you, but that's the easy thing, and so I've already done all that, right? All the weeds I got left are the hard ones. But you can tell a big difference between that garden, right, those, this one here, where it is, straw, and that end where it is what was left of my one scoop. So, it makes a big difference as far as weeding and mulching goes. So, I'm quite pleased with the results so far.